What up YouTube, Case Most Prime here, back at you with another video. Just thought I'd go ahead and make a video that I thought I really should make before tomorrow, because tomorrow's New Year's Eve. This was a video I thought about making a couple times this week, but I just couldn't really get it out there. So this is really my personal my best and worst of 2011. For starters, 2011 was a pretty interesting year for me. A year of firsts, a year of anniversaries, some new interests, some old interests that have come into me. First of all, let me talk about some of the good stuff. I didn't really get into much this year. I got into some interesting things. Some was from last year. I got into last year, but started with this year. One of those being Green Lantern. That all started with this tiny little power ring. If it weren't for me seeing the trailer when I saw Tron Legacy, I never would have bought this ring, and I never would have got interesting Green Lantern. By the way, I have 3 more rings coming in the mail. It should be here soon. Some other things I've gotten interested in. A good batch of movies I've gotten into this year was Death Race. Seriously, if you haven't seen Death Race, you need to go see this. Get these movies, and especially before too long, because Death Race 3 just started filming last month. So we'll be seeing Death Race 3 sometime this year. Maybe like later on this next year, in 2012, sometime around fall, maybe even winter. Don't know exactly when. But there have been some really good movies that have come out this year for me, that I've been introduced to, including for one, the Marvel superhero movie of Thor. I had my doubts about it. I didn't really think I was gonna like it, but I actually thought it was actually pretty enjoyable. Over here, see if I can't use some of these things in here to help me out, but there are some things that I never thought I'd ever get interested in. One of which was Scream. I didn't never know I was gonna get interested. I didn't actually know that Ghostface was actually a movie killer until I saw the commercial for Scream 4. I always thought, you know, that he's just a common character. I didn't think he was actually actually in like a movie and stuff like that until I saw the trailer for Scream 4 back in February, and that's when I really, you know, got interested in it. Another thing I've become more interested in since this year, unlike in the past, was the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End. Did I put a copy of On Stranger Tides in here? I'll have a look right quick, but have a look in here for it. Right quick. Oh, there it is. On Stranger Tides. But I really got more interested in Pirates of the Caribbean this year, with On Stranger Tides coming out. I'm not sure if it was just because, you know, it's the 4th movie and I actually know a thing or two about it, or if it was just because I've only seen 2 of them in the theater. I don't know exactly why. But, yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Another big thing I got into, which is quite viral, is, Angry Birds. I've gotten interested in Angry Birds this year. Something I didn't get. I went to a FYE one day and I saw this huge display of Angry Birds plushies. I'm like, what the heck is that about? Don't you mean Angry Beavers? But then I looked it up online. I was like, it's an Apple game? This I gotta try out. So I went online. I played it a couple times and I liked it. In terms of television, my interest in The Office has certainly grown. A lot more than what I knew back in November. You know, I've gained more interest about it, you know more of the characters, stuff that happens. My screenreaders remind me. One movie that I really hope goes above and beyond, and really I hope will really expand more, like as a franchise, is Real Steel. This is my 4-inch Atom figure. I'm really hoping that Real Steel gets another movie. I do know the Blu-ray and DVD comes out next month, but I'm really hoping that that Real Steel gets more out there, like with more movies, more new characters, because I really liked Real Steel. I thought it was fairly enjoyable. I loved it. But speaking of robots, one movie that I followed up with it. I mean, I know the updates and stuff, but for some reason I had a couple of doubts about it, but I didn't really know why. But Dark of the Moon. This is just my Sentinel Prime figure. Come on, talk, you stupid robot. Come on. Traitor. I had my doubts about Dark of the Moon for some reason. I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but I really enjoyed it, which is a first. Well, not really. It's not really. It was a surprise, but oh boy. Some really bad stuff I didn't really like about this year. Of course, we got a bunch of crap in television. For one, Finn and Jake, Gumball, regular show. Well, actually, regular show's not half bad. But I'm still really upset that they had to end Symbiotic Titan. I'm still upset about that. I mean, that was really a great show. I mean, it ended on a cliffhanger. We don't know what happens from here. We don't know if Lance, Ilana, and Octus ever make it back to Galaluna, and if Medulla ever gets defeated. We don't know. That's something we're never gonna find out. But it is beside the point. But still, Symbiotic Titan, it was a great series. Hopefully our revolution will come through and will encourage Cartoon Network to give us more TV show give us more episodes of the show. Or even bring us something equally as good. Something by Jenny Tandinovsky, or something about robots. That reminds me, Transformers Prime. That was actually a really awesome show. It's been really good. I will admit I've missed a couple episodes, but it is a really awesome show. Kind of like the mix of G1, movie, War for Cybertron, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, voicing Cliff Jumper, who only appeared in one episode. But yeah, speaking of Dwayne "Rock" Johnson, another thing I really got more interested in this year was WWE. It all started back in June when my friend came over and he told me, I was a big fan of Rey Mysterio, and he told me, there's a new masked wrestler in the ring. His name is Sin Cara. So he brought me in here. He typed up Sin Cara's debut on YouTube and showed it to me, and then that's what I heard of him from there, and I fell in love with him ever since. WWE I've gotten a lot more interested in. I'm really hoping I can go to WrestleMania, especially since it's in Miami. That's only like a couple hours from where I live. I'm really hoping I can go this year. I really would like to see Dwayne The Rock fight John Cena, especially since I just saw them team up at the Survivor Series. I am anticipating a lot of stuff in 2012. There are some stuff I'm definitely excited for. For one, definitely Real Steel coming out on DVD. The new Ghost Rider, the Avengers, obviously, I'm really excited for that. The new Spider-Man, The Dark Knight Rises, Death Race Inferno. I'm really hoping they'll make a Death Race video game before too long. I didn't really play that many video games this year. I played Skylanders, I still am. The Green Lantern and Transformers movie video games. So other than that, I didn't really play too many video games this year. I missed any real new ones. I mean, I almost played Arkham City, but I just didn't have the time, much less the money. But overall, 2010 or 2011 wasn't that bad a year. I thought it was really good. I think there are going to be some really awesome stuff coming up in 2012 that'll be really awesome to look forward to, and I'm looking forward to it. Um, I don't really have a resolution, but I guess that's about it. Later, guys. I'm out of here.